All right, I'm going to give you a quick history lesson here. So, back when Meredith and I first bought our house, one of the first things that I promised her after we got married was that she was going to have a dog. And we looked for different types of dogs. She'd always wanted like Welsh Corgis when she was a little girl. And we found this whole, what do they call it? It's not hatchlings or what?
Breeder?
No, like puppies. A whole bunch of puppies. So there were puppies. My brain.
Litter.
Yeah, a litter of puppies. So we found that there was one, and they were born in December 2009. And because there were so many of them, they were named after the reindeer. And it was Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. And we decided that we were going to go ahead and not get one, but two. And we ended up getting Cupid and Prancer. But Meredith and I actually were at an Outback and decided, what are we going to name these two dogs? And since we both love food, surprise, surprise, we decided on Pumpkin Pie and Gingerbread Cookie. And Cupid became Pumpkin Pie, or Pumpkin for short, and Gingerbread Cookie became Ginger, and she was Prancer. But we had purchased them in December, and there were some blizzards coming through in 2010, which made it so the entire month of January we couldn't get our dogs because they had to ship them over in a plane from Arkansas, if I recall. And I remember there was like this small window where they could actually ship them, and they said, hey, your dogs are on a plane, head to BWI and meet them down at the terminal. So here we are, Mare and me, really excited to see these puppies for the first time, and we hear, oh, 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 with our two Bassets, and I'll never forget the guy pushing them. He goes, oh, these two are just killers. And they were the sweetest dogs. Pumpkin and Ginger were just so full of character and so full of life and just awesome. And it's tough. It's tough when you lose one. I miss them both. Really do. But they were really smart, man. Holy moly, were they smart. I've never seen dogs like eat their food and then patiently wait for you to come downstairs or wherever you are and just say, hey, guess what? I've eaten my food. And bring you over to their bowl and look at treats and look at you and look at the bowl and just go, when are you going to feed me? And they were both so cool. Pumpkin was kind of like the alpha, always in control. Ginger really wasn't ever herself. And when Pumpkin passed, unfortunately, that was due to a allergic reaction to canine flu shot. Who knew? And we had her just over, almost 11 years. And Pumpkin passed. And then Ginger, like Mare said, became this clown of a dog. They always say that Bassets are clowns, and man, she really truly was. The fact that she like grab her food, throw it around, and juggle it, and then go and pick up her mess, like man, she made a mess. She, in her later years, made such a mess with her drinking and all that, but she was still lively. When she was younger, she used to jump up on her like back legs and dance. Couldn't do that recently, but the fact that we got 15 and a half years out of Ginger was amazing. We will miss you. And I hope you're having fun up there with your sister. Goodbye, girls. I love you.
This is Little Bro, and the story that I have about Ginger is those times when we are, where we have like a deep snout, and we take both the dogs outside, and sometimes Ginger, since we had her for 5+ years when her sister went on, she would always trip and fall in the snow, and her ears would always fall over her face, and the one thing I would just see is her wagging little tail, like above the snow, always like keep bouncing up and down in the snow, and that's something that I really miss about Ginger and Pumpkin.
Oh, Ginger, I remember when your father and I went to come get you and your sister many, many years ago, 15 years ago, when we got you girls together. You have been a blessing to our family. We will miss you immensely. Our house is very quiet right now without you girls here. Ginger, it's very hard because you were our puppy. We picked you out, you and your sister. And although we lost Pumpkin a few years ago, we got you just to ourselves for a few years. And oh, you just were a completely, totally different dog. You came out of your shell. You start playing with your food and tossing it in the air. And you would always come and check on me, working out in the garage to make sure I was okay. I will always remember you. I see you everywhere right now. And I miss you. And I miss your sister too. Loved you very much, girls.
Ginger, I remember every single time when me and my brother would come down from our showers, we would always see your little head peeking up the stairs, and it was so adorable. And you'd always see your wagging tail, and like you would always like jump around. And like there was one silly time where you climbed up all the way to the top of the stairs, and we're like, "What are you doing up there?" Because like she had like so tiny little legs, and like you were getting so old. We were like, "Oh my goodness, our dog can climb up all those stairs." It was so amazing. And I remember when she would like just gallop across our floor like a little mini horse, and it was like so adorable. Or when we would come down from this, when we would come down and we just play like hide and seek, and then she just like gallop all around, and she's like, "Where are my people?" And like then like we would just like jump out, and then she was like all happy. She would all wag her tail, and she was just an amazing dog. She was just an amazing dog. She was very special, and I'm very glad she was our basset hound, and I love her very much. I also remember with Ginger, when we would just sit on the couch, like watching a movie or watching any show, like when we would put her feet down, she would like back up, just like a mini little truck, and like she would like back up. That's like the one thing I've like never seen any other dog do. Like she would actually back up like a car, and it was so funny. Like it was just adorable. Like I never seen any other dog do that. It was like a really special thing that she could do. To go back to with Ginger, the solar eclipse. I remember when I came home from school, and I had the solar eclipse special sunglasses, and I wanted Ginger to see it, even though she can't lift her head up and looked at it. So I just went outside and I just let Ginger see it, and like we were out there with Ginger, and we were like, "Ginger, look, it's a solar eclipse up there." And I'm pretty sure she understood us. I'm pretty sure she understood us. She just couldn't see it. Because even if she did see it, I don't think she could have seen anything after that. And I remember those times when like me and my brother would play football outside, and she like for some reason she like I don't know how we would close all the doors behind us. Probably not all, but she would find her way out, and we were like, "Ginger, what are you doing out here?" And like there was times like when she would like just come outside and after the football or basketball, whatever it is, or soccer, whatever sport that we were doing at the moment, like she would just come out and we were like, here is Ginger, our little mascot. and like Ginger was like our little mascot. We didn't really get to do it with Pumpkin because we didn't have this house when we had Pumpkin. She passed away in the apartment, and we didn't really play football that much. So if we had Pumpkin, I would have done the same, and like I just loved both of them. Like there was always like those memories that would always touch your heart, that they always would always happen, and when they would just be amazing, and I just love them.
Another cool little story with Ginger and Pumpkin. They were so cool that they never let fireworks get to them. They never let thunderstorms get to them. From a very early age, we had a deck, and we would take them outside when we had fireworks because, might as well. And it never bugged them. They were always just the coolest dogs. Always just there to, make sure that you knew you were loved, and they did a fantastic job of that. To kind of tag on to the boys' stories, we had this really big field, and there was snow one day, and we said, you know what, they're pretty good about being off leash, and we just kind of let them go, and they ran so fast in circles, and you just see them running and running and running, and then like one stops and the other one hits, and they both kind of ate it, and it was hilarious. I mean, the two of them were inseparable. They always had to sleep on top of each other, and it was just a fun time. These were amazing dogs. The breeder had bred dogs for a long time. I think it was like Shasta Berry's Bassets in Arkansas, and they were fantastic. I can't believe that Ginger lasted 15 and a half years, because we really didn't do anything special. We just fed normal kibble once a day and a little amount, and then we'd give her some carrots and stuff like that. But they were great dogs, and Ginger was awesome and very special. And it's quiet. It's quiet around the house now. There's no little tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac on our wood floor. I think I'll miss that the most. But awesome, amazing dog. Gingerbread Cookie, we missed you.